What's up, guys? It's N7 Day. If you guys want to see me, Ability to Drain, Scottish Warrior 92, and kind of Lady Insanity, go check out my latest video. We did the Shepard Shuffle in honor and tribute of N7 Day, and it was so much fun. Lady Insanity was kind of the aria of the group because she's, you know, awesome. Let me introduce my friends here. You could barely see them, but you could see peeking through here is Lil Shepard and Bartholomew the Elcor. So what I woke up to today was a bunch of tweets and messages, people telling me that there was a new teaser for Mass Effect Andromeda, and I was like, screw coffee. Coffee, I didn't even need it. I didn't even drink it until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And usually I'm like a freaking zombie if I don't have it in the morning, but Mass Effect does it for me. But the thing that caught my eye was that I wasn't seeing any of the BioWare people or any of the official BioWare sites or Twitter account talking about this trailer, or this teaser. I was like, is this a leak? Because it was weird because they were like, have you seen the Portuguese teaser for Andromeda? And I was like, Portuguese? Why isn't this like some kind of like worldwide thing? Why is it just Portuguese? So I'm guessing there was a leak. I'm pretty sure there was a leak. It kind of happened like with Dragon Age Inquisition, the Trespasser trailer. It was leaked before BioWare had shown it the same day. So I think that's what happened. So I was like, you know what? I think they're going to show that teaser at the beginning of their stream. So I was up before 10 o'clock ready to watch this stream because I was like, they might show something in the beginning. I took out my phone to record and I was like, just in case, because I didn't know what to expect. So here's my initial reaction to today's teaser of Mass Effect Andromeda.
We are travelers, constantly moving forward and looking back. Alone and as one. We have no choice but to try. For our insatiable curiosity. For our fear of what should happen if we don't. You are that explorer now. We will say goodbye, and you will look back one last time and know that wherever you go, we will be with you. This is Commander Shepard, signing off.
So I was pretty teary-eyed. I think if it had been, it was so cool to hear FemShep, to hear Jennifer Hale. So I'm really glad that they chose her. But I think it would have been so much more emotional for me personally if it had been Mark Meer or male Shep, because my main Shepard is male Shepard. So it would have been so much more like, that I would have been like, that's my Shepard, like it just, I would have had more of an emotional connection to it. I think it did get me teary-eyed though to hear FemShep and the amazing Jennifer Hale. But yeah, I think I probably would have been sobbing if it was my Shepard, my male Shepard. They didn't show much, and they had already said that they weren't going to show anything huge today anyways. They're saving their big guns. I don't know, I'm guessing maybe for the VGAs, which are not far away. I think the next thing they're going to be showing is gameplay. Most likely, I think they're going to be showing gameplay. At least I hope so. Although I'm happy seeing anything. They could show me like the freaking, I don't know, just a shot of like a side character, and I'd be like, I personally think that we're going to see something huge, probably in the beginning of next year. I say let them take their time to show off something nice. So let's talk a little bit about this teaser. There's not too much to talk about it because it really was just like a send-off to Shepard, because we had never seen or heard a real send-off from Shepard. You know, at the end, Shepard says, signing off, Shepard signing off. That's it. That is the goodbye. That is Shepard's sign off. And that's why it was so emotional. It was like, oh my God, like there goes Shepard, you know? It's really sad to think that Shepard's gone, that this is the end of Shepard. But I think Shepard, the memory of Shepard is going to push Andromeda forward. I'm almost 100% sure that everything that happens in Andromeda, maybe the way that they get to Andromeda, just even the Pathfinders, the whole group, they're no doubt going to be inspired by what Shepard had done. So I think the Shepard's legacy is going to be a big base for Andromeda, I think, because this is the new game after the trilogy. So I'm going to watch this trailer again really quick so that I could make a few comments, because there is something really interesting. If you haven't seen it already, I would recommend you watch it before. Don't watch it for the first time here. Go watch it first. It's very short. It's like 1 minute and 30 seconds. So watch it first and then come back here. So I really like that they show a lot of the shots of the people, actual astronauts that have gone into space. The first astronauts that went to the moon. I think BioWare really wanted Mass Effect to represent, not only to tell a sci-fi story, because this is obviously a sci-fi, but to also represent the people, the men and women that have gone to space, and that exploration and what's to come, you know, and that whole mysteriousness and that courage and that heroicness that it takes to go into the unknown, in that vast unknown.
We are travelers, constantly moving forward and looking back.
The music, I love it.
Alone and as one. We have no choice but to try.
That
For our insatiable curiosity. For our fear of what should happen if we don't. You are that explorer now.
You are that explorer now. That's what I was talking about. The inspiration of Shepard. You know, Shepard kind of like pushing you forward. Shepard is the one that is leading us into this new galaxy, into Andromeda. I think it's like the inspiration of Shepard, of what she or he did in the Mass Effect trilogy. You know, it's like he or she is giving you their blessing to keep going. You know, not only in the game, but for the player as well. Like, you know, she's telling you, you know, keep going. You know, and you're gonna look back, but you know, just keep going and look forward to what's new, because a lot of people don't want to let go of Shepard.
We will say goodbye, and you will look back one last time. And know that wherever you go,
See that it's you know, it's just a send off. I think this is more Shepard talking to the player, to us, because Shepard is so special to us. So it's Shepard just saying, you know, we'll always be with you, you know, in your journey. Shepard and her crew, or his crew, you know, you'll look back one more time, but you know, you gotta move forward. And it's just like, oh my God, I want to cry. You know, it's just, it makes it makes you remember your journey through these amazing games and what they mean for all of us. But that galaxy that we saw first is the Milky Way galaxy, and the galaxy that you see afterwards is Andromeda. So this thing right here, at first I was like, what is that? Is it moving? Now it could just be the panning of the camera that makes it look like it's moving. It's probably stationary, like a mass relay. Because this kind of looks like, I was like, it looks like a hybrid between a mass relay and the Citadel. So if it is the mass relay, they've obviously repaired the mass relays and even advanced them. So I don't know exactly what this is, but if it is moving, is this a ship? You know, maybe is this not a mass relay? Is this the ship that is taking this group, these pathfinders, these explorers into the next galaxy? Because it isn't in the middle of the two galaxies of the Milky Way and the Andromeda galaxy. So it's not in the Andromeda galaxy yet. Maybe that's how it starts, where you barely get into Andromeda.
We'll be with you. This is Commander Shepard, signing off.
Oh, I got goosebumps when I heard her say that. I was like, oh my god, like that's Shepard's goodbye. And I still get teary-eyed when I hear that. The only thing that I have to say, besides what I just said about that ship, that mass relay, whatever it is, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if you think this is moving. Like, is that thing moving? Because it looks like it's moving to me. It could just be the panning of the camera, though. But I think one of the most important parts of this teaser is the shot of leaving Earth, of the where you could see the cockpit or whatever it is, and it shows the dashboard. You could see some dog tags, and there's a theory going around quickly. People started to notice that on the dog tags it said Ryder. A lot of people are saying that this is possibly the name of your protagonist, and like the last name, like Shepard. And it makes some sense because Shepard is named after Alan Bartlett Shepard Jr. So Ryder, that's not the exact name, but it could be a tribute to Sally Ride. She was an American physicist and astronaut, born in Los Angeles. She joined NASA in 1978, and she became the first American woman in space in 1983. She remains the youngest American astronaut to have traveled to space, having done so at the age of 32. So this could be a tribute to Sally Ride, but I think Ryder is a pretty good name. It works with the way that your squad mates address you. You know, like Shepard, they just call you by your last name, Ryder. I think that works perfectly. Ride wouldn't work very well, I think, in that situation. And it also ties back to the first song used in the E3 trailer, Ghost Riders in the Sky. It could also be that is the name of maybe someone, because I had a theory with the very first trailer that we saw, that the person that you see walking towards the camera and you see the N7, BioWare had said that wasn't the protagonist. This is obviously another N7 soldier. I had a theory that you probably are going to look for this team, for this person's team. Maybe this person died, this other character, and you are now replacing them, kind of like in Mass Effect, because that kind of happened with the death of Nihilus and all that. You know, everything just all of a sudden came to you, and you had to you were thrown out there. It's like, okay, and then you became a Spectre, and it all happened because of what was going on with Nihilus. Like, you were sent to go see what was going on and stuff like that. So a lot of times BioWare games start off where you are a nobody. You're just another soldier, you're just another person in the crowd. And all of a sudden you end up in this position where you start to get a position of power or a position of leadership because of some kind of, because of something that happened. And I'm guessing that this person that is shown in the trailer, at least this is just a theory of mine, is most likely the person that you are going to replace. Maybe they died, maybe they got lost, and you have to go look for them. Is Ryder you, or is Ryder this person? because you have the dog tags there. Either you took off your dog tags and just left them on the dashboard, and they left them there as a little Easter egg so that for people to see, or are these dog tags the person that died? Are those dog tags the dog tags of the person that was in the trailer? I think Ryder sounds pretty good for the name of a protagonist. I like that theory. I like to think that you're called Ryder. I think it's a cool name, and it's also the representation of it. If it is a tribute to Sally Ride, the first American woman to go out into space, I think that's really cool. And if you look at the picture of Sally Ride and one of the footage shown, I think that's her. It looks a lot like her. Let me know in the comments down below if you know for sure that that's Sally Ride. Another thing that I wanted to mention that is what didn't happen today. It happened I got a lot of tweets. That's cool. It happened a few days ago, I believe. Aaron Flynn responded to somebody asking, why do we have to play human or something like that? He said, good question. The story is very much a human one, and we wanted to focus on that. So it's relatable. So I think that's a good idea. I mean, it would have been nice to be able to choose your character, like in Dragon Age Inquisition and Dragon Age Origins. We've never been able to do that in Mass Effect, and I think there's a lot of really cool species in Mass Effect for that to really kick off and be a success. But for the first game outside of the trilogy, I think it's a really good idea to keep with just human, because we don't even know what species are going to be returning. We don't know how they've changed. Like, what if the Quarians have adapted and they're different now? And what if people don't really relate to that because they're different? They're not the same as they used to be. Or what if the Turian is different, or the Solarians? Solarians don't even live that long. So I think it's it's a lot better to just keep it human now. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be introducing new races, because they're going to be in a new galaxy. And in the first trailer, you do see that the group, the Pathfinders, are fighting an unknown race. So I think we're going to be seeing a new species. So I think for the next games, if there are, which I'm pretty sure there will be, for the next games, then I think BioWare will take that leap and do race selection. Now, there's always the possibility that they will change that, because they did that with Dragon Age Inquisition. Dragon Age Inquisition was first supposed to be just human, and then eventually so many people wanted the race selection that they ended up adding it later. But I kind of doubt it with Mass Effect Andromeda, because of what I'm saying. It's been so long, so many years have passed. We're entering a new galaxy. What happened to those races? I don't know. Like, what if they changed and all of a sudden you get to choose to be some Turian that looks different, or a Quarian that maybe doesn't even need a mask anymore, the Enviro suit. So I think people need to get used to the new changes that have been made throughout the years, that have happened throughout the years in the Mass Effect world. The possible changes to races. Possible new races. So I think they need to introduce that first. This game should be more relatable to you. Like he said, it's more relatable to you, because since they are opening a lot of huge doors, letting you choose a different race might be it might be stepping you away from the understanding of a new world when it comes to Mass Effect. So that's pretty much it. But I wanted to do something special today, and I went on Twitter and I asked you guys that if you wanted to give your Commander Shepard a send-off, your own send-off, to tweet me their name, their gender, their class, their background, and their psych profile, and whether they're Paragon or Renegade, or Paragade or Renegon. To tweet me that, and I will put it in this video to give them all of your Shepards, as at least all of, because I'm just seeing right now that I've got like 81 notifications, so I'm gonna try to get all of those Shepards in here, so we could give them all our send off on N7 day because that's it for Shepard. So I'm going to do that right now. And in the comments down below, give your Shepard your send-off, even though it's not going to be in the video. Still give your Shepard a send-off. If you don't remember the backgrounds, they are Spacer, Colonist, Earthborn, and the psych profile were War Hero, Ruthless, and Soul Survivor. And in honor of all our Shepards, I should go.